Hello, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to a brand new video. And this week on the old Magic Roundabout, we have got a Volkswagen Karmann Ghia by Corgi. I'm pretty sure it's by Corgi, I'll check. Yep, by Corgi, 1500 Karmann Ghia. There we go. And this one is going to be done for the DMC, Diecast and Models community. It's their monthly challenge, which is any European vehicle. So I thought I'll go with this one because it's pretty much complete. So as you have a look at this going round, I'd just like to welcome any new friends to the channel. Welcome aboard, and I'd like to welcome back all the old friends to the channel. Thanks very much for sticking with me. Usual old spiel at the beginning. Okay, out then. Let's get this off the Magic, get it on a bench, see what we can do with this one. And we'll do that right now. Okay, here's our Karmann Ghia. Corgi Toys, Volkswagen, 1500 Karmann Ghia. Got the one post there. It had a little pinhole in it, so I just widened it slightly so I can get at it. The spare wheel is missing because when you push down the front suspension, the spare wheel pops that bonnet, and that's missing. So we've got to replicate that. We'll get another one. In the back, you've got a clear perspex cover for the engine. So I mustn't forget to put that back in when we put it together again. And the glass seems to be okay. It's a little bit scuffed and marked, but once we've washed it, we'll see what it comes up like. Okay. I think we're going to keep it roughly the same colour. I was having a look on the internet last night quickly, and there was quite a few of the orangey type of ones, plus a couple of other colours, a couple of two-tones, but I don't want to go into two-tone route. I'll not this time. I did a two-tone on the earlier Karmann Ghia, so we'll keep this one maybe vermilion orange, which is like an orangey red. So anyway, I just got to just nice and steady. Yeah, I think it's coming, but it needs to be a bit better than that, a bit more aggressive. Let's see what we got. I think we're about there with that actually. Get it underneath that corner. It should just pop out, maybe. Maybe not. I'll just check, just get some of this outer off. There it goes, popped, it's gone. Right, so we lift up, comes out from the back. And I see that there goes up against that back there, keeps that back window in place. Chassis, deal with that first. Oh, I see, that's that spring. What's that spring there for then? What's that spring achieve then? It's weird. Right, chassis. We can, if you want to, pull these forward, which I have done on several occasions on these, but the risk of lifting up over there like that is you'll bend it from this point here, and it's very difficult to put these back straight once they're bent. Right, you can lift them up to the point of pulling them out, but if you look, that's quite high. The time I bent that up there like that, got my pliers on it, pulled it out, the chance that it's going to bend. The back's a bit lower, but not that much, so you can see the bend on it already if I do that. And not only that, depends how tight it's been crimped here and here, here and here. I did one the other week and I tried pulling it out. It was so tightly crimped here, it wouldn't budge. So I had a problem there. So what I'm going to do with this, I'm assessing it now, looking at it, and really the bottom's not too bad. What I'm going to do, I shall take the tyres off, wire brush this, see what it's like, and then possibly either leave it bare metal, because this is what it is. This is bare metal. Polish it up. I might do. So we'll assess that. We'll get these tyres off. These are rock hard, these tyres on here. They're just gone, chewed up. They're chewed up. These look like 15 mils to me. I would say these are 15s on here. Let me just, I've got that one off near enough, but we'll check on this wheel gauge. Now you can get these from any stationery office, or sometimes you get them in a pound shop if you look hard enough. There's a 15, let's just have a look. Yeah, I would say 15, well probably actually 14 would be the thing. 14 stroke 15. You can get 14 mil tyres. I think I might have a couple, but there's not as common to get as a 15 mil. Yeah, that's why I always save all my tyres, what are savable, because of that. Because sometimes you can't always get hold of 14 mils, but you can get 15s. Right, so that's that tire off. These just crumbling. So how long they've been sitting about. It's all coming apart. There you go. Yeah, so I think this piece here goes up against the back there. We'll go up in there. It'll go, I think it slides actually, that bit slides up underneath that piece of plastic there. If you can see that, that piece there slides up underneath there. So that's the boot just fell out, that just sits in. And this one as well sits in. There, like that. That one sits in like that. So we'll take that out as well, so we don't lose it or drop it on the floor or something. So they're over there now. I've not took one of these particular ones apart. I've noticed it's got a spring in here. I'm assuming if you look in there, you've got the tag there at the bottom of the bonnet. That hits that spring, so it's like, see, look, it's hitting that spring now. I've put very little tension on it, but it's touching that spring. So I'll imagine then that goes the other side of the spring there. I know I'm rambling on, but I'm just showing you what there is. And a spare wheel will just kick that up like that in order you to get hold of it with your finger. Right, so we mustn't lose that spring. There you go, lift that out. So is that spring? It just sits in there, don't it? That could be dangerous. Put that in the tub. The glass isn't riveted in, so that's a bonus. The bonnet just lifts out once it's shut. There you go. We want that for stripping, don't we? So there and there, there and there. That can be cleaned. That can be wire brushed. If I wanted to, I could take these axles off. The usual method on there. But I think I'm not going to bother, because if I'm going to wire brush this down and polish it up, I'll just leave the hubs on and do them at the same time. Because the axles aren't rusty, they're just a bit mucky. Right, so there you go. So that's that. Stripping time. Very often you'll buy these and they're broken here. The pillars are very thin. I've got a couple which have got broken pillars. One's completely broken off and the other's got both of them broken off and the windows pushed down like that. So yeah, they're very thin. Okay, Cossacks overtime. Here's our Karmann Ghia out of the cleaner. It's not too bad. I'll give it a wire brush over. I've gone round and smoothed off some of these coach lines that I might scrape off later. I'll see. They're not very prominent, so I might not. We'll see how we get on. Yeah, really, there wasn't any casting lines that I noticed to speak of. Not really. Not even normally. There's some down here, but there's not any down there. So that's pretty good. The bonnet and the engine cover. There you go. So that's all ready to go. I'll wire brush the base down. Got now is polish the wheels up. So get the methylated spirits on it, get it on its pegs, and see how we go. I think I've got a bit of scraping to do just in there. Right. Here we are then, with our Karmann Ghia all primed up. Come out alright, not too bad at all. So now it's going to give it a bit of a wet and dry with some 800 soapy water on there. Let me see how we get on. Like I said previously, let the paper do the work. And don't worry too much if you burn through, as long as it ain't massive amounts, should be alright. Very good there. It's always good practice to do this before you paint. Gives it a key, smooths it out. I'll take this off here now. Gets a roughness, because sometimes when you put primer on, you get a bit of a rough surface with it. There you go. That should be good enough. Then put it over, let it dry off. If you've got a tack cloth or some panel wipe, that'll be good. I've got some tack cloth, but it's buried, so I'm going to get it out. I used the last of my old one. So I've got a bit of kitchen roll. Better get the kitchen roll out. Will do. And then I'll put it over the fire. This is pretty good, this kitchen cloth. It hasn't got lots of furry bits in it, like some of the cheaper ones have. I didn't buy this, it came in a parcel when I bought something. It came wrapped in this. Because some of the cheap kitchen roll is like cheap toilet roll. Put your bloody fingers through it and it ain't no good then, is it? Not good for your health, that. Right, there you go. I've got the bonnet and the boot to do over here. So I'll get on and do them and then we can get some paint on it. Right, we're going to spray our Karmann Ghia now. I'm going with this Peugeot Saville. It's like a ready orange. So, like always, all we're going to do is give it a quick thin coat. Test spray. Now these high coat colours, they're double acrylic, so they're quite strong paints. We just on and off, like I said before, just a light coat. Don't need to go mad or spoil your paint by being impatient. Just making sure you get all your bits and bobs. There you go, that's a thin light coat. Yeah, don't be tempted to do any more, so behave. Same with the engine cover. And the boot cover. And the paint's been warmed up in a warmed room along with the casting. So, and always give it a upside down squirt, gets any blocks out of it. Okay, we're out the paint, we're out the lacquer, we're all hardened off. This is a Peugeot colour, Saville, which is like a red orange. There, it's a high coat. That's a colour I'll use for that. It's quite a nice colour. I've done a bit of scraping there, just on that emblem on the side, and both sides there and there. I was going to scrape this one, but it's a little bit on the flat side, so I don't want to risk it on there. I might put a little double paint on there. Details on this, excuse me for sniffing. Details on this: headlights, bumper. There's no chrome lines down the side, and back lights and back bumper. There you go. So that's done. The engine cover is done. So keep your forceps on there. That's why it's on the paint on it. And that's the luggage compartment. I painted the interior black. Got rid of that horrible whitey yellow, whatever you call it. I'm going to detail the luggage. Going to put some brown leather paint on there. Do that. The base. It's cleaned up okay. I cleaned up the hubs and put new tyres on. I found some 14mm that I had, so I think it was the last 4. Well, I think there's one extra actually. Black wash on there, black wash underneath, just to give it a bit of colour. Had a route around and found a spare wheel, so we're all good to go. Glass is good. Number plate, we go for D-Reg on a Fon 392. So I'm going to whack them on. Okay, so got my paint ready. Got my extra lights on. So let's get moving. Yeah, I haven't put my heater on today, this afternoon. I've been out clearing up leaves and that, so because I've got quite a big garden, and of course there's loads of leaves everywhere. So I'll pick them up. So we'll get this. So seeing his steam coming off. I'm not having a crafty fag. It's the hot breath. Okay, one headlight. I've got my screw in there. Funny little motor, this one. I prefer the earlier Karmann Ghia than this one, to be honest with you. I think the other one's a nicer shape. than this one, but that's just my opinion. Okay, that's your light. There, come on. The brush is split there, look. That's it. I'd keep a wet toothpick handy. We do. I changed my brush. I think this is a bit. Get back to a point. Try this. It's a bit better. Yeah, you can use. A lot of people use coloured pens for this sort of thing. I've got a set of pens for this if I wanted to do it. Yeah. Okay. Right. What are we on? 4 minutes. I could use a toothpick as well if I wanted to. I can put a toothpick on it. But I think I'll just naturally go for a paintbrush. They're there in front of me, so. There you go. A little bit down there. Those front lights. We carry on with the bumpers. I'm going to do the bumpers now, and I'll probably come back and touch some lights up when it's dried off a bit, and do the bumpers, and we'll catch you when that's all done. Okay, here we go. Right, first of all, we'll drop in the window unit, get that in there out of the way. Bonnet up and under. Same with the boot, up and under, and that swing and hang. The clear piece, you drop that in from the top. I found it easier to drop it in from the top. Probably won't do it now, but there you go. That's in. Now the tricky thing is getting the interior in. Get it to go where you want it to go. That's to go right back there. Somehow. Locating. A little bit of jiggling about as you do. And get your bonnet and just try and get that bonnet to push down. This is where I found it a little bit tricky, getting that to fit exactly where you want it, so the bonnet catches in the right place when it goes down, which ain't there. I think that's pushing it that way, I think. Yeah, I think that's got it. Yeah, that's got it. Got to dig it in the front. Got to make sure your tongue of your bonnet is catching behind that spring. Okay, so we're there. So we get the engines at the back. Get out and get good at picking these screws up and on. Okay. There's your back. There's your flip up glass at the bottom there. There's your boot down. There's your suitcases in the back, looking rather smart. There's your front. Now, let's get this bonnet up. It should work okay. I'm just pushing it up from underneath here. There you go. Because that's quite a tight spring in there. Now, I'll put the same size tyre what's on there. I've tried other tyres, 12s, 14s, 15s. Where's my 12 gone? Anyway, so drop your tyre in, push it in. Now, I never owned one of these when I was a kid, so I don't know. You push your bonnet down, she goes down. Okay. You do a polish in a minute. So your tyre is sitting underneath there like that, yeah? Now you can, and she's a roller, you can push down on the front hard and that'll lift that up. Yeah, and then you can get underneath there with a whatever, your fingernail or whatever you want to do, and lift it up, yeah? But I found it easier, whether it's the right way or the wrong way, I don't know. You just get underneath with your finger and just push it like that in the top and it comes up. That to me is more practical than trying to lift it up with your finger and scratching all the paint. So here we are. Here she is. Our Volkswagen. That tyre does keep it up a little bit, I must admit. Our Volkswagen Karmann Ghia. Oh, well, I know what I've got to do. I've got a number plate here. I need to put that on the back. On the front, shall I say. Yeah, the back, isn't it? Yeah. So these are sticky back. Got them off eBay, if anybody wants to know. Just put in... oh, look, I'm going to cock this up now if I'm not careful. That's got it. Yeah, go on eBay and get these. Quite a few people sell these. And we've covered that tongue up with that best we can. There you go. Yeah. So I'm going to give it a wipe over and a polish up. Okay, I'm not happy with that bonnet though, I must admit. There's not a lot I can do about that. It don't seem to be sitting. It's all in, it's all located. And it's all behind the spring. But I think that tyre is pushing it up a little bit. There you go. If I bring that tyre down a bit, it sits better. Yeah, it's better now. Yeah. I'll get the polish out, give it a polish up, and we'll get it on the Magic. But yeah, she's a cool little car. I've got a little knob to cut off them tyres. Yeah, there you go. She's a roller. She's a roller. Right, let's get on the Magic. Okay, here we have it. What I have done is I've changed the bonnet. I got they're not very good fit, these bonnets, I think, you know. I had a spare one. I couldn't live with that, with it bent down one side. So I had a rummage around and I found a spare one that I'd got. So I stripped it, repainted it, put it on here, and it fits better. It fits better. So it's not all cockeyed now, so I'm happy with that. They got the tyre underneath there. I still think for some reason that tyre's not the right, that wheel and tyre's not the right size. It's the same size wheel and tyre as these on the side, but it just doesn't fit comfortably with me on that one. So there we go, we're all done. Let's get it on the magic. This is what we started with. Corgi Toys 1500 Karmann Ghia for the DMC challenge. So have a look, see what you think. Here we are then, we're all done and we're all dusted. Our Karmann Ghia 1500. This is the later model. So yeah, we've done it all. We've had to change the bonnet. I wasn't happy with that. As you saw, we've done all the luggage. Put a black wash on the engine. So it's all complete, it's all there. A few extra bits and bobs on it. Polished up the hubs, new tyres. Yeah. I did it in that Saville orange, which is like a reddy orange, which is quite nice. It suits the vehicle, I think. And we painted the interior black rather than that pale yellowy colour. So look forward to your comments on this one. And this has been a DMC challenge, Diecast and Modelers Community Challenge for this month, which was any European vehicle. If anybody wishes to join our Facebook group, Diecast and Modelers Community, go over there, answer the 3 questions, the normal routine. Are you a robot? You know, where do you hear from us and all this malarkey. And you don't have to have a YouTube channel to join in the challenges. You can just post a before and after picture when you've done it. So that's fine, it's no problem. So hopefully we'll gain a few more members. We've got a few. We're quite a relaxed group. So anyway, that being said, look forward to your comments. And we'll see you all again next week with another restoration. It'll be a bit of a different one next week, if it all works out. One that hasn't been on YouTube before, let's put it that way. Okay. So whatever you're doing, be lucky. And we'll see you all again next week. Bye for now.